guy in chat though did in fact say, well, they're in the EU, right? They're playing on the EU servers. Aren't they going to have bad ping? Well, at certain points they will. Especially we watched Fixstar and Tinny in the past, right?
Yep.
They're over
Jorberry and
right?
Gaffo as well.
Jorberry's Gap. So, but it goes both ways. They'll play on the EU servers, but they also have to play on the NA servers too. But with that being said, we're hopping into at least a matchup right now. Aiden and Thieves going against XXIF and Fun FPS to qualifier 2 winners. And I was excited to see this one as well. Solid start for Thieves, sitting at a total of 3 eliminations, 1 knock just in front of them, and more to come.
And continuous landing spots at Pleasant Park. By no means is this a strategy that we've been seeing constantly in our Sunday showdowns. It's kind of a decent mixture, but Pleasant Park has actually kind of popped up over the last, maybe week 3 to now. We've actually been seeing quite a few drops at this particular place. I'm not sure if a particular change has been made or whether or not it's just been a place to go to for right now. Like we said, there are quite a bit of looting locations, quite a bit of looting spots to find, as it looks like the Cowgirl will drop inside of the random cave that happens to sit below one of the mini houses, as Thieves will be there for the final elimination. Fantastic job from these two, as Pleasant Park is now going to be theirs. One player toward the canopy, 90 HP taken down, and it looks like that's not about to be more as the 360 comes through, but to no avail. Does take quite a bit of damage. Style points, I guess you could argue, were worth it, but in the end, thankfully, he has that med kit to rely on, as he'll be back up to 100 as Aiden and Thieves
has the most eliminations, at least by game number 2, is the victor, and they move on in the tournament. And this is currently game number 1, and Fun is dinging some shots. And, you know, that thermal is so incredibly accurate. And not only that, not only can you ding shots and maybe take away some opponents' lives, but you can also see the area and peer out there and give some nice call-outs. Very versatile weapon. And there it is. Some eliminations are, in fact, going to go down. And I do believe that was Thieves who finds, I think, at least 2 eliminations himself. So that's not good math whenever you're picking up 1 while your opponents are picking up 2.
Thieves toward the breaking point, has the opportunity to spot someone first. By the way, Taylor, I noticed that Thieves' song for subscribers, Riding Solo, you were playing that at the beginning of the broadcast.
Was it? I was trying to figure out what it was. Was it Riding Solo?
It was, in fact.
I love that song.
We were talking about how old of a song that was. And about 8 years old now.
And I said that came out my senior year of high school, and you laughed. You didn't say anything, but you laughed.
I did.
And I felt quite offended. I can't lie. I was like, really? Why are you laughing? But as Goalie laughs too, the producer. Boy. You know, everybody likes to make fun of my age. That's okay. But age brings wisdom.
How or where the players are going to stack up against all comes down to player knowledge. But it looks like XX is going to find a few players off the start, and it looks like Fun providing some support with those dual pistols, as that, I believe, is going to be 3 knocks for XXIF by himself. And here's about to be the 4th, as that should be a full squad wipe in just a moment. The last player alive is pretty good, but
what a shot.
Not good enough. The heavy shotgun will rain resources from above, as the Ginger Man gets even more excited at the fact that they are even closer to this lead, trying to get it back. Okay. Watch Thieves have an early advantage at finding players, but it looks like as well, speaking of fights, Aiden as well being involved with a few as well, as he's going to have XXIF just behind him.
Yeah, he definitely is, as he's going to be pushing down, and that looks like it might be another elimination. No, it's going to just be a knock, so that's 2 knocks at this point, maybe 1 or 2 more players still around the area. But XXIF, he's going to be answering back himself, and that's going to be 3 now for Aiden. XXIF, he's going to get an elimination. But one thing about having at least 2 mobilities, at least for Thieves and Aiden, they're going to be able to cover more ground. So even if they're going toe-to-toe, at least the boys of Fun and XXIF, they're not going to have the mobility. I'm very curious how it's going to turn out, because both squads are very even in score.
And when it comes down to it, it looks as if all 4 of our players could be joining up here very shortly. Quad Crasher will progress in from the storm, as Thieves just go ahead and decides to set up shop. Realizing 1 player in front of him dinks a few of that HP off. And there's actually going to be another player up here as well.
Yeah, that was FPS actually who picked up the knock, as the shockwave grenade coming into use. Unfortunately, only got 7 damage off the shotgun, but he'll have to keep pushing forward. He's going to bring down some of the builds. And I thought that that quad...
Imagine if he hopped back on the quad crasher
and just goes in and just rides up one of the ramps and runs someone over. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I wanted to see it myself, Landon.
It would have been great to witness, but it looks like the shots from the backside of Fun. And it looks like the builds could come down, but a sniper shot to the chest of Thieves, as he'll have to reference back. And try to take as much of the meds as possible because he is not in a spot to challenge.
Not at all. When you're looking at 13 total health fight. Thieves, though, with the distance that he has, he's not looking too bad, especially now with FPS, right? He's still in the same fight. We're going on to his POV. He's building up. There's a lot riding on the line with this. If he doesn't get this, he could fall down and maybe take a lot of damage. But with that being said, picks up one elimination, goes for the second one. This player forcing to build up. But Aiden, he's going to slide in, and he's going to get an elimination to answer back. And, you know, it says, you're not getting all these kills. I got to come through and help my buddy Thieves.
I will say, despite that play from Fun, like, takes a few shots in the process and should be good to probably at least get one. I believe there's going to be two here, but have to be very careful about that. Firing through with the SMG and should be able to find it, and just like that, the Snorkel Ops is down.
So 12.
And Aiden will be able to secure the final kill.
So I know there was 19 for the boys of Fun FPS and XXIF. So 19.
And be in these tournaments, because you could be facing off against Aiden Thieves and being down by one elimination heading into game number 2. And I'm going to stop talking and let you talk, Taylor.
And hey, listen here. They're already guaranteed $1,000 at this point, and they've only been through 2 games. That's all it takes to get $1,000. I say that's all it takes very loosely because you have to get through some tough competition.
It took down 150 teams to get here. They've taken down 3 very tough squads right now.
Hey, look, there's a lot riding on the line with this matchup. But, hey, where are we at? We're at Paradise Palms. Now, I know we talked about this earlier where Aiden was sliding in my DM saying, I'm going Paradise Palms. That didn't happen. False story. False news. But that's okay. He is still going to be here at Paradise Palms, so maybe there's some truth to it.
So I believe he maybe finds Shields and then joins the party. Not exactly sure, but Paradise Palms, right? It is a vacation spot, and why not join alongside your friends whenever you can be here? But it looks like the Cowgirl decides to go ahead and fall along with her squad mates, as that's going to be at least a few found already for our dominant quad. As what a landing spot they find. And like we said, man, Paradise Palms, it's a great spot to go to from time to time. You can definitely find quite a bit of players and quite a few of those looting spots.
Yeah, definitely so. A lot of loot to be had there. I know there's a couple of vending machines. Normally you'll find a legendary vending machine, at least by pull. Right there you go. Right to the right of...
time would be viable, as it looks like there are going to be 2 different players fighting off against one another, maybe even just separating the loot, but he decides to go ahead and take the hill, and it should be his. 28 damage, 28 done off shields and regular health as well. Tosses out the stink bombs to do a little bit extra, and that could be a knock if that player's not careful.
Yeah, definitely got to be careful at this point, but I love his positioning. He's got the high ground. No reason for him to peer out anywhere, but he could waste a lot of time here, especially. You notice he calls out. He's going all in. He has to. The storm is going to be closing in relatively soon. He's on the outskirts of it. He knows Aiden. He's going to be covering ground just above. At this point, if they go down, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to be too bad. It's worth the risk. There's going to be a knock, and another one is going to go right into his possessions. That's 2, showing the risk versus the reward. The reward is going to be heavy in this situation. Usually have a couple of rifts over here, of course. That's going to be hugely beneficial to kind of get some distance. Aiden, though, he's going to get an elimination himself. That's 9, but he's going to get tagged up a little bit.
He's by himself as well.
And he is by himself. So he's got to watch out as he is going to go down, and that is going to be rest in peace to Aiden. Now, Thieves, he's going to be last up. Notice, though, XXIF, he got tagged up himself. He's only going to be at about, what, 15 health himself. So a lot is running on the line if he's going to be able to get this. You notice some shots are going to be fired. He knocks some shield off. Thieves, he's going to be joining in on the action as well. Just to the right of him, RPGs going forward. And let's see what they can manage to make happen. He's going to take a Shadow Stone, going very bold. He's looking at already phasing out, and there it is. He's going to be on top of this Portafort, raining down shots on the opponents below. Mr. Noodles is, in fact, going to be going down. Mr. Noodles. I love it. I love it. And there it is. It looks like Thieves is, in fact, going to get a knock. There was 2 knocks in the hands of Fun. There's some explodes coming in. They got to be careful, Landon.
They absolutely have to. It looks like one player decides to take the launch pad, but it's going to be a nice shot coming through from Fun, and there could be a double kill in his horizons as well. Player just below the builds. Where did he go? Is he invisible now? Did he take a Shadow Stone? All the questions that are probably going through Fun's mind, and he could be just below this launch pad. Decides to take it and trying to ride the wave, as it looks like another elim comes through from Thieves, a big one at that, as he's desperately trying to hold on to the advantage that Aiden and co have given him.
Yeah, definitely so. He's going to push out and try and see what else really is out there for him. A lot of potential for them to make this comeback possible. Now, he doesn't have any bullets, though. 67 total AR bullets. He only has 12 shotgun shots. No SMG. He has no RPGs either at this point. So he's in a very weird, awkward situation where he's kind of got to fight up close.
Wow.
But he is going to go ahead and go full send on these two players right up ahead. Nice shot with the shotgun, but is it going to be enough? He's going to get tagged up 24. Dodges an RPG. He's building. He's got the player trapped just down below.
Here comes the zone.
But the zone is there. You hear the frustration. He knows he's trapped.
Put
He's
the
got to
med kit
go
on.
in. These stones coming in. He's going to get 2 knocks plus 2 eliminations.
Wrap your wrist,
and he's
son.
wrapping it in. And I don't know if this is going to be enough time.
These
He's
as
going to
well.
go ahead and go
oh
out.
my gosh. He's got to land all 3 of these. This is an amazing
Can't
combo.
get it.
He has
He's
the
got
bounce
bounce.
pad. He has the bounce pad. He has
doesn't
to
use
rock
it.
it now.
Why didn't he use it?
Oh my God. Thieves could be out of this game. 8 seconds left. He's looking for loot. He's looking for anything he could possibly find. But unfortunately, he is going to drop. And Fun FPS will also.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Like true lovers would. Stare at each other in
Romeo
the
and
eyes
Juliet.
as they both die.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh my goodness.
This whole night has been crazy, and it's only going to get crazier with the finals. Rise going against Aiden and Thieves.